currently knowing you're in the happiest place about to go and see the Minions. Welcome back to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure on what is our final day here. Oh, can't wait. Minion Blast is where I want to start. Hopefully it's open and then I'll be set for the day, quite honestly. I guess we could get Velocicoaster, Hagrid's and a few of the other rides in, but let's face it, it's all about the Minions. Woo, here we go. Love the groove. I'm going to cause loads of destruction today. Absolutely loads. Welcome to VillainCon. Oh, come on, it's just so good when you walk in it. Just looks incredible. I'm not waiting for these people. They just need to get out of my way. I've got shooting to do. I think everyone assumed this was closed. As much as I like it, I'm just not very good at it. And my special moves seem to be throwing bananas at people. It's not a good score. It's not a good score, but I love it. It's just so colourful and fun in there. And it's amazing as well. You think the amount of computer generated images and graphics on the screen at once, there's no slowdown, there's no like pause in, there's no breakdown in anything. It's smooth as you like. I absolutely love it. It is slightly better with slightly less people in there because you can see your marker a little bit better. Oh, I just love Minions Land. Right, we've got to make some progress with some rides while it's quiet over this side. So we're going to head to the Mummy as our next attraction, which is just over there. Hopefully walk on like it was the other day. Got to remember to put stuff in the locker. And then probably up to Gringotts. It's the other things we want to do over here. Islands of Adventure isn't open yet. This does open first and Islands of Adventure is open later because Halloween Horror Nights is on here. So yeah, it's our final day. It could be a long day. Stuffed up on breakfast. I think we probably need to do Too Fast, Too Furious as well. Fast and the Furious. It's not something we've done quite yet. But Mummy first, Mummy first. It's so good, such a good ride. I love Revenge of the Mummy. Right, make a little bit of progress now as we walk through here. We're not going to bother with Transformers. So we've got quite a lot we want to do between both parks today, and where it's our final day we can't kind of split it up anymore. So Escape from Gringotts is our next stop. I think after Escape from Gringotts probably get the train across.
Opens at 9, the train.
Yeah, so it'll be about right. We'll get the train across then to Islands of Adventure, get Hagrid's Forbidden Journey, something else done. Velocicoaster, Jesus, how did I forget about that? And then probably come back over here, but we'll see, we'll see. It is open later over the other side. Come 3 o'clock here where it's Halloween Horror Nights, it does become a little bit of a car crash as they start barricading everything off and people are allowed in early to stay and play, if you will. So we want to be out of here by 3 and back over there. So maybe we'll hang around here a bit longer and see what else we can get done over this side before heading over. I think Velocicoaster and Hagrid's are going to have a massive queue all day long, to be perfectly honest with you. People preparing already for the opening of King's Cross at 9 o'clock. It's 8:41, we've got a little bit of a wait. And of course we're looking for the secret hole in the wall. We did say there's probably more red telephone boxes here than I've seen in the UK recently. There's loads around here. Here we go. There is nothing quite like this though, to be honest. To naked eye, this is one of the dullest entrances in the world. For the Harry Potter fans, this is really special. And I'll tell you, it's not that busy in here yet either. Wow. So you take a left down Nocturne Alley. It's just amazing. It's just so well enclosed. The way the buildings lean in as well. I'm sure they're designed like that anyway, but the way they lean in makes you really feel like you're in a little street. And of course there's Gringotts. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. Right, Escape from Gringotts is our next ride before it gets too busy, and this does get really, really busy. It says a 20-minute wait, which isn't too bad. Let's head in. Getting the locker then was a bit of a mission. I definitely think the queue for this is going to be a little bit longer than advertised. There's a lot of people outside, but to be fair, it does give us a good opportunity to take in some of the scenery. It does look stunning. Well, it says 35 minutes, but I can assure you we just waited 25 minutes for it, and we didn't queue through any of this. There are definitely a few locker issues in there, seemingly not reset from the day before, so all the lockers are showing red. If you've been here before, you get a free locker, go to one that's green and it opens and in you go. But so many of them are showing red, and he's going through them and they're all empty, or showing a charge from yesterday, which is quite amusing. But I have a feeling now that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter this side is going to get very, very busy. But that's Gringotts done. That's our last ride on Gringotts while we're over here. That's of course it's walk on later, but I would think it is. You know, refresh with a drink. Got a refill cabinet capsule done. Get ices here. Ices are incredible, absolutely incredible. And you refill every 10 minutes like you can with all freestyles, but the fact they do a slush here as well is just amazing fun. But off to the rest of Universal. I'll tell you what, Men in Black might be an old attraction, but it's still put together really, really well. I love the shooting aspect of it, the spinning of it, the storyline, just everything about it. I think it could probably do with a slight update. The targeting system is really, really difficult. But here we are at Simpsons Land. The Crufty Land ride simulator, formerly Back to the Future. I never got to experience it as Back to the Future, but I love The Simpsons. Is it ever going to get old, The Simpsons? I don't think it will. I think it'll always be popular regardless whether you like the new episodes or not. I have not seen a meet and greet either. I was really hoping to see a meet and greet for Simpsons, but I haven't seen one around, which is a bit of a shame. Right, there are two attractions that we haven't actually tried yet, which are the Bourne Stuntacular and the Fast and Furious. So whilst it's still relatively quiet, it was walk on Men in Black. Simpsons there's 20 minutes. Gringotts is the longest queue we've had so far. Everything else has been walk on, but obviously it will get busier here as expected. It's one of the busiest theme parks around. But that said, things like Fast and Furious and Bourne Stuntacular generally are quiet first thing in the morning leading up to lunchtime when everyone else has done the other rides. We're not too worried about Rip Ride Rocket today. That's already got sort of a 45-minute plus queue. We're just making the most of the quiet ones before we head over to Islands of Adventure. Right, it's going to be our first ever Bourne Stuntacular. Let's do this. Ooh. Now I only vaguely remember this as Terminator, to be honest with you. I don't know what's changed. Right, I think we're nearly ready for the Bourne Stuntacular. Whatever it is, because I don't know what it is. Just come out the Bourne Stuntacular. I have to say, that was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Of course there's live action in there, but it's got This screen, I mean, is probably the best quality screen I've ever seen. They say it's made up of loads and loads of 4K panels. I'd have gone as far as say that's 8K. It just is breathtaking. The screen sort of simulates movement with action that goes on the stage as well. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. If you haven't seen it, it's like you're there. The back screen is so realistic, and then sort of sets and props and things come out to align with the screen and indeed the actors. It's just, honestly, it's really difficult to see. I'm sure there are some videos of it on YouTube, even though there shouldn't be. It's just something you have to experience. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm really, really impressed with that. Really impressed. And the actors and the stunt people are just incredible. There's one particular scene, we just said a slow motion scene, where it all slows down, and they obviously have to do it in slow motion, but do it to absolute perfection. Lots of fight scenes, lots of aerial scenes, fire, water, it's got everything. Glad we did that, really glad that we did that. And let's hope now, because now we're going to head over to Fast and Furious, that is exactly the same. It's time for Fast and Furious. It's got a 40-minute queue now. No idea what this attraction is. We were trying to establish what it was. We couldn't quite remember where Twister was and which one replaced Twister. But I think the queue for this is the same as what we queued in for one of the mazes the other day with all the cars, I think. We're just about to find out though. At least we're not queuing in all of that. Right, air-conditioned building, it will be welcomed. It's another hot one here. Right, is it the same? Yes, it is. I mean, it's a great pre-area. It really is a great pre-area. Family forever. I will say I haven't watched the most recent Fast and Furious. They got a bit ridiculous after 6 and 7, if you ask me. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this is about. I genuinely know nothing about this. Haven't read anything about it. Alright, the motion sickness makes me think it's a simulator. That's about as far as I can go with that. Again, just love the detail that Universal put into these. I would probably say these look a little bit like the Kong vehicles. Vaguely. Was this Disaster? Oh, that kind of makes sense then. Which means Jimmy Fallon must have been Twister.
Attention partygoers, welcome to Fast and Furious Supercharged. To keep your wait time reduced, please keep off the party ahead of you.
Right, okay, well, let's see what this is all about. I was hoping to be in a fast car, not some kind of van, but there we go. Even worse. So there's the exit to Fast and the Furious Supercharged. I have to say, I didn't like that at all. I thought it was really, really poor for an attraction. It's exactly like Kong. You sit on quite a big vehicle, as you saw when you come in. You then go around to a pre-show party, which is interrupted by the gang. And then you go into the main room with the screens where you're sort of chasing and racing out to safety. I didn't notice it so much with Kong, but I was sat on the far left-hand side. So when you're looking out the right window, because the screen sort of comes all around you, so you can see it from obviously wherever you're sitting. When you're sitting on the left-hand side, if you're looking out the right window, it looks really alright, to be fair. You can just see sort of the screen and everything else, but obviously you do have 5 people next to you you're looking through. So I want to look out the left window because I'm right at the edge. And all I can see is the projectors, because the screen really isn't that tall, to be honest. So it kind of curves round, but my eye is just drawn to, just at the top bit, is where the projectors are for the other side, and that's all really I could see, is just dark projectors. It was over before I knew it, to be honest. I don't really know what happened. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it at all. It's probably the worst attraction I've been on here, to be honest. I'm sure some people like it for Fast and Furious, but not me. But I think that's probably our Universal adventure over for now. We're going to head over to Islands of Adventure once we bought some merchandise, and then see whether or not we can get back here later for a bit of Minions or a bit more Gringotts before Halloween Horror Nights kicks in, because it shuts at 5 o'clock here. It's unheard of around here. Unheard of. It's a tribute store. It just smells like a scare maze. But how cool does it look? What's a hoodie? I think it's merch time. Wow. It says glow in the dark. I'm not seeing a lot of glow on it. I'm seeing an awful lot of glow on it. So they release magnets based on different weeks, so you've got to assumingly come back if you want them all. Oh, I love it. This is your Halloween store. Right, so we've got Last of Us there, a bit of Exorcist. It's literally like being in your own little horror world. It's brilliant. In badges. These people here have just said, is it just Halloween in here? Like, yes it is. Can you not tell by looking around? Look at the little rain effects though. How cool are they? Right, so I think I might get one of these Stranger Things ones. Because I think they look well cool. This is where we just don't have trust in the UK with our own mazes, our own branded mazes, that people would collect these, even if they did it in a smaller batch. So I know it costs money to do it. However, I genuinely think if they run the event a little bit longer, bearing in mind Fright Nights is always sold out, as an example, that they would make the money. I'm not even sure Tully's does it for every maze. A tribute to terror. Oh my god, there's food as well. I really do like some of the Chucky stuff, but it's so bright. I'm just not sure where you could get away with like wearing it, to be honest with you. I mean, this is a fantastic shirt. I just don't know where I'd wear it. And that is the biggest problem. It, and I tell you, there's more to come as well. This tribute store, it's tiny from the outside, but when you walk in, just look at it all. reached the end though, it's time to pay. Right, the train was a 45-minute wait. It's a 3-minute walk from Universal to Islands of Adventure, so I'm not wasting 40 minutes queuing for the Hogwarts Express, which I've now been on many times. So, Islands of Adventure, the adventure will continue, to be fair. We want to get on Hagrid's, we want to get on Forbidden Journey, and we do want to get on Velocicoaster. However, it has been closed all day so far. But fingers crossed that opens shortly. Right, let's get inside. Just got to show you the view across here of obviously Velocicoaster with Hogwarts in the background. It's certainly a view. And you spin over to here and you can see Incredible Hulk as well. Oh, I can't get bored of that view, just can't get bored of it. It's the weird and wonderful Zeus landing. So bright and colourful, to be fair. I think a lot of people walk around the Marvel side first and maybe just forget about this. And that Cat in the Hat is still one of the most peculiar attractions I've done. But I do love the colour here. And again, really open as well. We've got different flooring. Oh, love it. Love it. Right. We've checked out some views. We're walking now towards Velocicoaster, and we're just sort of hopeful that maybe it'll open shortly and it won't have much of a queue, many people waiting. Oh, I think we need to get an icy. Here's the Velocicoaster. Eerily quiet. It's obviously still closed. There's no crafts flying around on it at the moment. And it is amazing as well just how close it is to the Wisdom Well, which starts right here. It's actually really in close proximity, everything in Islands of Adventure. I don't really know, without retheming an area, where they could actually add anything else, but views like that, why bother? No milk ice cream, that's whipped cream. The fudge does look good though. And the Hogwarts Express. So it's absolutely rammed up here in Harry Potter World, which is kind of expected at Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. A couple of butter beers, if you like those. And of course Hagrid's is just round the corner there. Currently at a 105-minute queue. Now we went round for Velocicoaster where we started. We were kind of hoping it would open. They are advising you don't wait for it. No sign of life. So late into the afternoon, I'm not overly convinced that it's going to get quieter over here while Velocicoaster isn't open. But again, much like Diagon Alley, it just looks spectacular. Really does. But we're going to try and find something else now to go on. Really did want to get back on Velocicoaster, but if I don't, at least I've been on it. It would be even worse if today was the only day I was coming here and it's not open, but I have been on it, so it's not too much of a problem. But onwards, back this way. I think actually we'll go around via Marvel, maybe have a look at Hulk. It's proper humid here at the park today. Really hot, but what an incredible day we've had as the day comes towards an end. Obviously we can't take you on any rides or attractions here, so it's very difficult to see what we've done, but those that watched the first vlog will know our thoughts on Hagrid's and Velocicoaster, which still hasn't opened in fairness. But it's just been an incredible time. It's just such a nice feeling to walk around a different theme park. Whilst I love Chessington, I know people will hammer me for it when I'm walking around here. I love Chessington and my local parks. It is nice sometimes to get out and see something different, and the rides out here, they are on another level, to be honest with you. It'd be stupid of me to say otherwise. But I do miss a slightly cooler weather. I say that now, I'm sure when I fly back in over the weekend that I'll be cursing of how cold it is in the UK when I arrive, but plenty of memories from this trip. The adventure ends where it began, so that's it. That is our trip to Universal Islands of Adventure. A bit of a shorter one over this side, to be fair. it's so busy and we're so hot. It's late in the afternoon. Velocicoaster never opened. Whether or not it'll open this evening, not 100% sure. But we've had an amazing time here at Islands of Adventure and Universal. We got many rides over the other side this morning, which was really, really cool as well. It was great to get on the Bourne Stuntacular. I thought that was an incredible show. Absolutely incredible. Not heard good things about it, but honestly, blown away by it and how it moves and how the motion is. And of course, the stuntman as well. Not so much on Supercharged. Just didn't like it. I've got nothing positive to say about it at all, I'm afraid. The attraction was as good as the acting. But, you know, I got Minions, and Minions is what it's all about. But thank you for joining us here over in Florida. I really hope you've enjoyed our mini trip. We'll be back to the UK, obviously, for Christmas events. And, yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to get back out here for Epic Universe. I don't think we'll come back out here next year, but who knows? Who knows? Thank you for joining us. If you liked it, please drop it a like. It means the world to us. It's free of charge, and we'll see you next time.